Good morning, Flosstube. It is Sunday, the 28th of July, 2024. I'm Sarah and you're very welcome to Sew Me Sarah, this little corner of YouTube where I talk all about cross-stitch shenanigans and whatever else thrown in for good measure. It's lovely to have you back with me if you are a returning viewer, and I want to say a very warm welcome to those of you who are new. We have had more subscribers again this last couple of weeks, and those subscribers have pushed the numbers up and over 5,000. So that is a big celebration. I'm really pleased, and if you stay tuned, there will be a little giveaway at the end of today's video to celebrate that. So thank you all very much for your support. I really appreciate it. There's not a lot of news since last time. Thank you for your lovely comments about Andrew's graduation and the photos that I shared. I knew that you guys would like to see Durham because it's such an interesting location, and I'm glad that I was right. I'm glad that you enjoyed those photographs. Thanks also for your praise of Charlotte's great big jump. Okay, this morning that is really all I have to share in other news, so we can get straight on to our stitching. I have no FFOs this week or this time, but I do have some finishes, and I have been working to try to bring some of the starts that I was doing to a finish and pull those up and catch up generally through this month. July's still been a bit hectic, more hectic than I wanted it to be, but you know, that's the way it goes. But anyway, I did get a nice amount of stitching done, and I was able to finish a couple of things. The first thing that I was able to finish is Twin Bird Pincushion. This is a chart by Girl with a Gavel Stitches. We were gifted this chart at the October 2023 Stitch in London retreat, and I started it with Sally as our first start for the Fun for 50 SAL 2024 in January. So this was Sally and my first start for our year of 50 starts, and I am so happy that I've now got it finished. So I've stitched everything as the chart dictated except the back. So I changed the back, which said Stitch in London 2023 on it, but I changed it to Stitchers of 1974. I stitched that because of this big celebration year for us. This is our 50th birthday year, Sally and I. And we have discovered in the process that there are many, many, many stitchers who have a birth year of 1974. So just to celebrate all of us, I changed the back to say Stitchers of 1974. Now this is going to be a little mattress pincushion. So these are the sides, the two long sides and the two shorter sides. And I now need to figure out how to put this together. So if you have any suggestions for tutorials, good tutorials on how to assemble a mattress pincushion, I would be very grateful if you could let me know in the comments below, so that I don't have to scratch my head for too long to figure it out. I've never put together a biscornu or a mattress pincushion before, so this will be new to me. And the plan will be to finish this at the end of the year by stuffing it with the orts that we've collected through the year from all of our projects, all of our 50 starts. So that was one of the prompt suggestions given by you guys when we asked you for prompts for our 50th year of stitching. Well, it's not our 50th year of stitching, but for our stitching for our 50th year, it was one of the prompts was suggested that we collect all of our orts and then use it to stuff a little pin cushion at the end of the year. So Sally and I both made this our first start, and then we will finish it with our orts at the end of the year. I don't normally keep my orts at all, so this is the first time I ever have done, and I've got quite a big jar of orts, so I'm kind of wondering would I be able to do it now? Have I got enough? But of course I need to find time to do some finishing to try that out. So what I might do is in September, October, when things settle into a routine again after the summer holidays, I might try some finishing and see how far I get with stuffing. I think I'm probably going to be surprised how much those orts squish down, and I may not have as many as I think I do. But anyway, that is the plan, and I'm very happy to have this stitch finished. So obviously we need the fully finished to really round things off, but we will get there. So that was the first start for the year of 50 starts. I'm just folding things as I go today because I need to reuse my boards. And I should also apologize because I haven't ironed anything at all today. I've actually been in bed for 2 days, which is really, really unlike me. I started to feel really unwell on Friday and I just could not keep it together, and I went to bed. I slept for 9 hours straight during the day yesterday. Shivered and shook and all the things. I think Charlotte came home from Holiday Bible Club with a little bug herself, and she wasn't too bad, but I think she passed it on to me, but it wasn't fun. And I never go to bed, I just plow through when I'm sick, but I just could not keep it together on Friday evening and all day yesterday. So I'm not quite as prepared and everything lovely and ironed as usual. So forgive the wrinkles for this occasion. My next finish is from Sweet Wings Studio pattern, and it is Goodness and Mercy. This is the pattern. Sweet Wings Studio Goodness and Mercy. Hope the glare isn't too bad on that. I stitched it on the 32 count Belfast linen in flax, and I think it shows up the colours of this chart beautifully. There was a lot more stitching in this little pillow than I thought there would be. I think it's all to do with these itty bitty bits here, which I call them itty bitty bits. But of course they make the end result beautiful. So I enjoyed stitching this, and I really will look forward to finishing it into a little pillow at some point. I'm going to have some really big finishing days with the sewing machine and some plans, but that is my next finish then for this couple of weeks. And then the next one I have to show you is a start and a finish. This is a start, I think it was start number 32. Just having a little look to see if I can see that. I think it was start, actually it was start number 33 for the Fun for 50 SAL 2024. And this was Christmas Ride by Barbara Anna. It's very wrinkly, sorry, because I stitch in hand, everything looks a mess until you iron it properly. This is Christmas Ride by Barbara Anna. This pattern can be found in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, December 2020 issue, or it is available also on Creative Poppy now as well. It was a fun little stitch, lots and lots of colour changing, lots of little bits. I stitched it as called for, except for the 2 red colours. You see there are 2 different reds in the berries here, 2 different reds in the Santa and this is Mrs. Claus, because her hair is a bit longer, I'm assuming it's Mrs. Claus, in their coats and hats. They had different reds. The pattern itself called for orangey reds. I think it was 918 and 921 DMC, and to me they were too autumnal, so I switched them out for 304 and 347, and I'm very happy with the result of that. So that was a fun little stitch. It just took me the 2 nights to do. I think maybe I had a little bit of one of the afternoons as well, which is why I was able to push on to a finish. And this one met a prompt from Ros Clarke Crafts. She suggested that Sally and I should stitch something from a magazine chart. So this is my magazine chart stitch. Thanks for that prompt, Ros. I really enjoyed that little start and finish. Now for my whips, if you've been here for a while, you know that I have a daily thread stitch, and that is a stitch that I pick up before I stitch anything else for the day, and I put in one length of thread into that. So I load my needle once, whatever way you load a needle, whether it's 2 strands or whatever, I load my needle once and I stitch until that's finished. If I feel so inclined to continue with the stitch, I will. Sometimes that's what it's about. The daily thread is about encouraging and reinvigorating your love for something. Or sometimes it's just a challenge to see if you can do a whole stitch one thread at a day and how long that might take you. So there are different reasons why I use my daily thread stitch, but in this case I'm trying to press on and get a finish on Rejoice Evermore, which my finish is long overdue on this. This was a sal that I was doing with my lovely friend Juanita from Stitchy Things, and we started it, I think, on Valentine's Day 2023. Juanita is long finished, but I am still going. I did get very far behind with this one, so I'm using my daily thread to try to bring me up a little bit on it. And here's where I am. It's so beautiful. It really is so beautiful. Wrinkles and all, it's still beautiful. So I think since the last time I showed it to you, I have filled in some more of these, I think they're acorns, but I'm not sure, but I'll call them acorns, along the border at the bottom. I've created a lot of the border at the top and come down the side there. And I also have filled in down here, I think. I've lost my big clips, so I knew I should have been holding this at the top, but it's quite big to hold and point at the same time. So I stitched these bottom pieces in, I think, and maybe those leaves. I think this one had already been started last time I showed it to you. I've continued this line across to the end and started here, which will be the branches for the birds here. And I think that's everything that I've done. I did have a little gap where I wasn't very disciplined for about a week and a half, pardon me, where I wasn't very disciplined, and I didn't do my daily thread stitch. I was trying so hard to catch up with so many things that I just didn't pick it up. So I got a little bit behind with this one, but I'm still plugging away. I'm still loving the pattern, loving the stitch. I'm stitching it 1/2 on a 36 count. I believe it's platinum. I just don't have the book here, but I believe it's platinum in merlinen. So that is my progress on Rejoice Evermore. The next whip is the North American Adventure Sal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. We're now at part 3 release. It was released early in July, and it's taken me a little while to get to it. I haven't finished it. There's quite a lot of stitching in this release, but we moved up here, the Golden Gate Bridge. I believe that's an Idaho potato. Can't remember, some donuts, and then some coastal crabs and a boat, some skis, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, I can't remember these two here. But we're now moved up across the border into Canada. Up here there's a moose and a bear, and down here there's a penguin and some poutine and some other bits and pieces, and of course I need to finish off the coastline as well. I have the watery part of the coastline in, but not the green. So I've still got quite a little bit to do on this one, but I have been plugging away at it, and you can see it's really nice and bright and colourful. Lots of lovely little icons in there. I'm interested to see what's coming over here for the east coast of Canada and America. So that is my progress on part 3 of the Caterpillar Cross Stitch North American Adventure Sal. Had a little cough break there. I am sorry, I thought I was gonna be okay to do this today, but I'm a little more froggy than I thought I would be. So forgive me if my voice goes a little bit here and there. The next whip that I made progress on is the sampler from Nicola Parkman's online workshop. She's doing a workshop on her Flosstube, which is Nicola Parkman of Hands Across the Sea. She's doing a free online workshop there to teach cross stitch and some specialty stitches as well. And it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. I think it starts about episode 300, and in fact I can tell you because I've got a little notebook here. It starts on her episode 368, and there has been something every week, and now we're at I think week 9. Yes, so we've come up to episode 376, and in each of those episodes she has demonstrations of particular stitches. Her video demonstrations are excellent, really good clear view of her stitching and how she makes the stitch. And the sampler for this was free. You can download it from the Hands Across the Sea website. You have to kind of pretend that you're purchasing it, but there's zero price, so you don't ever have to actually enter any payment type. But you have to go through the motions on the website to purchase it. So this is the sampler. I changed the colors just to suit me. And I have been working to try to catch up on this stitch. I was about 3 weeks behind on the videos, and what I did was I just spent the evenings just after dinner this week trying to catch those up. So the last one I did there was a little bit about satin stitch. They're all going to fall off on me today because my arms aren't long enough. So there's a little bit of satin stitch here, and these flowers here, which are long, like long back stitches. You can see them okay. So all that's left to do on this sampler is a band down this side. There's a band down here, which Nicola has said has Berlin lacework in. So I don't know what Berlin lacework is, but I'm going to find out. So Nicola is currently in the US having a lot of fun with stitching friends, and when she's back she'll have another video perhaps that will take us through the Berlin lacework to finish this little sampler. So I'm really pleased with this little sampler. My plan, I think maybe is to teach myself to do the hem stitch at some stage. That won't be anytime soon. But I thought maybe I could use this piece to teach myself to do hem stitch and just hem stitch border it. So that is the plan with that one. In her videos at the beginning of the series of tutorials, Nicola suggests that you get a notebook and you create for yourself a little written record of the stitching as she teaches it. And I have been doing that, and so I've got this lovely little notebook of all of the stitching. I can't really show it to you, but all of the stitching and some very bad diagrams of my stitching path and such. But that's how much detail she goes into that you can make good notes on. So I highly recommend Nicola's tutorial, and it's all there and online free for us to use. Okay, that's all the whips. I then had some new starts, and as you know, or maybe don't if you're new here, but as you know, this year I am undertaking a 50 start challenge because this is the year of my 50th birthday, and I'm doing that with my friend Sally, who is a floss tuber over at her channel, which is called FlossySewsandGrows. Sally and I are doing 50 new starts each. We have one start a month that is the same as each other, so we're doing one start a month together, and the rest of the time she's choosing different projects from me, and we're working our way through our new stitch starts. Sorry. Sally, I think, is a couple of stitches ahead of me, and I'm about 33, 34 now, 33. Tomorrow will be number 34. For those stitches, you are very welcome to join us for any of them. You are welcome to, doesn't have to be a start. If you have the project that we are starting and you're already in the middle of it, then just put in some stitches along with us. We're just celebrating our big year with the community, so we want you to be able to join in whatever way you can. If you prefer to do an entirely different start and just celebrate with us, that's also fine. Sally and I try to tell you a little bit in advance about what is coming up for us, what we're planning to stitch. So on my last episode, for example, I gave you all the details of my planned starts for August, so you can go back to that video and have a look there if you're interested and you want to see if you have any of those projects and would like to start along with me. So the starts that I had this time were this little kit from Alyssa Collection, which is a Russian company, I believe, and it's called The Dearest for You. This is how it looks, and this is where I got to with my start. It's a crunchy it, so you can see that it needs a good iron. But look how cute and adorable that little penguin is. He's got a little Christmas present behind his back to give to his friend Bear. I'm really pleased with this. This was a very nice little stitch. And I look forward to coming back to it at some point. I don't know when I'll get back to it, but I look forward to that. So this was, as I said, start number 32. The prompts that were fulfilled by this start are prompt number 4 from Diane Cosworth. Diane said we should stitch something with a bear. And prompt number 37 by Ros Clarke Crafts was to stitch something with a penguin. So I got a 2-for with this with this chart because I have the bear and the penguin in there. So thank you, ladies, for the prompts. I enjoyed them. It was fun to find this chart that met both of them. So that is The Dearest for You. And then my other start was Christmas Ride. Yeah, I've already shown you. I'm looking down and there isn't anything here. And I'm thinking, where'd it go? But it was Christmas Ride, which I've already shown you because it also got finished. So that was start number 33. So that was all of my stitching for the last couple of weeks. I have plans for 2 more starts. I hope to be back with you again in 2 weeks. So my next 2 starts are Stitchingly Ever After by Barbara Anna Designs. And you can see there is stitchy theme to this pattern. This one will be on my radar for a start tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that very much. And Sarah, who is Cross Stitch Sarah on Instagram and here on Flosstube, is going to join me for this start. Although I believe that she is going to tinker with the chart a little bit and change it. She doesn't really like the tree, it's too dominant in the middle there for her. So I'm really interested to see what she's going to do to change up the chart a little bit to suit her better. So I think it's fun when people do different things and it's always good to share our creativity. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing with that one, Sarah. Then my other start for the period that before I see you next will be the little small heart, this one, from the 2020 Collector's Heart from Heart in Hand. So I have already stitched this some time ago, but I haven't stitched this, and the fabric and the fabric was included with the chart for this one. So I have that one to start, so I'm looking forward to that. And those should be hopefully starts the next time I come and share with you and show you that. And as I said, my other August starts, you can see those that I have planned on the previous episode, number 79. That's it for my stitching. Let's talk about getting connected in the community. Today I have another floss tuber to share with you, and she's a relatively new floss tuber. She has 4 episodes out. I think she's doing them monthly, so she's maybe 3 or 4 months into her channel, and she is called Barbara. Barbara left a comment on my channel, and judging by the name on the top of the comment, it was Stitching and Tea with B. I thought, I wonder, is that a name of a Flosstube channel? Does she have her own channel? And she did. And so this morning, when I was up bright and early, because of course I overslept yesterday, so many hours of sleep yesterday. So I was up bright and early this morning. This morning I checked out Barbara's channel, and I'm so glad I did. It was lovely. It was just a really lovely watch. She stitches beautiful projects. She stitches things I've never seen before, which is always fun. And she's just a really nice presenter. So if you would like to go and watch Barbara, you will find her at Stitching and Tea with B. I will put a link down below so that you have her name and you can check her out. But getting connected in the community means that you have to reach out. It means that you need to reach out to your floss tubers, to leave them a comment, to share, to maybe even comment on other people's comments as well. And that's a way of making connections. We can't always be together in the same room. We are grateful for the opportunities that technology provides us with. So please do reach out. Tell her that you heard about her here and let her know what you like about her channel. Reach out and make some connections. The other thing that you can do to make connections is to join a SAL. Some of the bigger SALs, the SALs that I would do, like the Historical Sampler Company SALs, are a great place to start. And if you join the SAL and follow the Instagram hashtag, now I know they're not working terribly well anymore, but if you are lucky enough to get it while it's working someday, you can leave comments on other people's posts as they post their progress. Facebook is a good place to do that too. And a lot of the SALs that are run by companies will have a Facebook page where you can follow SAL progress from other other participants, other stitchers, and you can leave comments on their progress pics and things like that, and you can make connections with those folks there. Then you'll find out through your conversations with them that they have an Instagram or that they have their own Flosstube channel, and it's a way of keeping in touch. So post your pictures, join in and share into the community, and comment on other people's things as well to generate that connection that you're seeking. One of the ways you'll be able to do that is through the Historical Sampler Company's next SAL, which is their Christmas SAL. It starts on the 14th of October. I mentioned it on the video last time because they had plans to open the pre-orders for their advent calendar boxes and for the Christmas SAL. Those pre-orders are now open, so you can go and sign up to your heart's content. You can order the advent calendar separately from the SAL, or the SAL separately from the advent calendar, or you can have a combination and order both. Treat yourself, why not? So the last time they hadn't shown any sneak peeks of the SAL, but they have now, and it's called the Robin Christmas Patchwork SAL. It looks very cute. I'll insert a picture. I'm looking forward to starting that. The stitch along kit comes with fabric, and you have a choice of 16 count Aida or 32 count linen, and it's a beautiful sage green color, which really allows the white and the other colors in the project to pop. So I'm looking forward to getting that. It's a 4-part SAL and it's a fortnightly release. So you will be finished your stitch by the end of November, beginning of December, all ready to display it. It ships on the 23rd of September, so that you should have it in plenty of time for the 14th of October start date. The Advent box itself will be 24 Advent boxes that you can open daily on the run up to Christmas, and it includes 6 mini projects this year that will have everything you need in them, including finishing items. There will be, in the remaining boxes, there will be a mixture of stitching items, craft items, a little home decor items, and a tasty treat. So I know from past experience that the Historical Sampler Company put together fantastic boxes, and although I've never had an advent calendar myself, I have seen the reveals online and they certainly don't disappoint. It's a really nice mixture of treats that they include in their advent boxes. So those are open for pre-order now. I will put the link in the information down below and you can head over to the website and place your orders for some fun pre-Christmas stitching. My one special thing this time also comes from the Historical Sampler Company, and I'm very much hoping that you can still get this. But just after I recorded the last video, they sent out a freebie chart, and this is it. It is called the Christmas House. And they sent this freebie chart out to folks who were on their newsletter email list. So I believe that you can still get it if you sign up to the newsletter. But even if that opportunity has passed now, it is worth being signed up to the newsletter because you would be able to get some future freebie releases when they come. So that is the newsletter sign up is at the bottom of the first page on their website, so you can go and sign up there. And I believe that they also have a 10% discount that you can sign up for on anything that you want to purchase from their website as well. So Historical Sampler Company Christmas House giveaway, you could sign up for the newsletter and see if you're able to get that. So all that remains is to do a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Apologies, I am struggling a little bit. So let's see if I can do this without another coughing fit. So this is a little giveaway treat for you to say thank you for your support and following the channel. One of you will have the opportunity to win this little giveaway package. So first of all, I made this little notions pouch for you. It is probably not big enough to put much of a chart in other than a very small chart. That's a very small one that would go in there. But it will hold notions and other such lovely stitchy accoutrements. This is from a panel of Laurie Holt project bags. And this one has obviously an autumnal feel with those little acorns. I put on a little bee charm up here. And inside I will pop some sulky threads for you to try. I know not everyone has tried sulky threads. These are gorgeous colors. And I love sulky threads. You can stitch with just one strand at a time. It's equivalent about, it says here to 2 DMC strands, but I would say 1.5. But it works very nicely on 32 count fabric. Lovely coverage on there. So I thought you might like to try those. And these were a nice kind of selection of colors. So I picked those up for you. And then I also picked up from Project Witchcraft, from Abby at Project Witchcraft, this little fox ring bling. So those will go into your little notions bag and I will send those to you. Along with those, I will share some charts that were shared with me to give to my viewers. And I have 3 charts that I will pop in with this package since it is for 5,000 subscribers. So I want to say thank you very much to those of you who sent me these charts and allow me to share them with viewers. So first of all, I've got Busy Hands by Kathy Barrick. That's a nice one. I've got Where Hearts Rest by Brenda Gervais. So it says, Bird's Nest Where Hearts Rest. And I have Little House Needleworks, Louise and Henry. A little sheep and blackbird there. Louise and Henry. So those 3 charts will be coming your way, along with the sulky threads, the ringling, and the little notions pouch. So if you would like to be in with a chance to win this giveaway, please don't use any of the buzzwords in your comment. Don't say freebie, win, giveaway, prize, anything like that, which attracts bots who are just looking to take prizes and don't really appreciate them for what they are. You can be from anywhere in the world, as long as I can mail it to a mailing address. I'm happy to post anywhere. And please be 18, please be 18 so that I can legally ask for your mailing address. In the comments, please use the word autumn, A-U-T-U-M-N, if you would like to be considered for this giveaway. And I will choose that next time. I will choose the winner next time I'm on here, which is in about 2 weeks' time. So hopefully by the end of August, beginning of September, we'll be able to have this out to you in time for the autumn. So thank you again for all of your support to the channel. It was very exciting to see the numbers creep up to 5,000. They have just been creeping. And one day I noticed that we were 3 shy of 5,000. And the next day we had actually managed to pass that milestone. So that was fun just to keep an eye on. Thank you again for all of that support, for all of the connection that you make here with me, and for all of the fun that we have together. So I hope that you will find lots of time for your own stitching. Tell me in the comments below what you're currently working on. And until I see you again next time, please stay well and stitch happy. Bye folks.